I'm like, I can't wait in my life. I'm just kidding. I'm trying not to. Hi, guys. It's Juicy. Welcome back. And for those of you who are just finding me and new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button. It's easy. Spread the consciousness that way and share the video, like it. It really does help spread the consciousness if this resonates in your direction. Okay. With that being said, I also will always have my website at the description box below where you can always get a hold of me for private readings or work, body work, or any kind of service that I provide. You can just take a look at that and reach out to me from there. And okay, guys, it's the fall equinox. I wanted to be, I did it really, I was like, I'm going to do it early because I want to do the first person to say happy solstice or equinox. I get excited because I kind of live my calendar kind of goes differently than some people may do theirs. I mean, I still, obviously was raised with a lot of the traditional things, but I also had another side of my family that, didn't do it that way. So I resonated more with with my tradition of what I felt from my other lives anyway. So the earth energy, which I'm very happy to say, I don't know what everybody, I mean, it's like saying, what's your favorite color? I mean, do you really have a favorite color? Mine's like, I'm always like the rainbow. I love every color. So it's like, really, I love every season too. Of course, I don't really live places where there's seasons anymore, but I used to, and I do love the season. So one of I can tell you, which is kind of weird because I don't live in the places where I used to have these seasons, but I do still have places I can go, and there's still some colors, and I can still do things, go up places and go to other places that have the colors. But anyway, I wouldn't trade that. Even as much as I love the colors, I wouldn't trade it for that cold ass weather for anything at all. To each their own. So I guess once you live in the jungle and stuff, you don't want to go back to that blizzard bullshit. I got something in my eye, you guys. Sorry, I keep picking at it. Anyway, so I wore my fall colors today for y'all. And anyway, I also want to just say that what I'm doing today is just an overall energy that I channeled that came in for the equinox. Now, to me, the equinoxes, the solstices, they're like a clock when they're going and they're going and they're going through these full moons, the little guys and little seconds. There's full moons, there's equinoxes, there's new moons, there's all these conjunctions and little solar and lunar eclipse, all kinds of shit going on these little things. But the big marker for me is the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox, and the winter solstice. Those are mile markers for me, and they always have been. So like I thought, like even on Christmas, my daughter and I, ever since she was little, we always hang prayers on our tree on the solstice, and our wishes and prayers. And of course we still like to have presents and things and decorate trees, but that's also a pagan thing that came over from the Catholic when they had to sit down and make a powwow with one another. Anyway, so my favorite, if I had to pick, I don't want to pick a favorite. I'm not picking a favorite. I'm not doing it. No, I mean, like, seriously though, I have to say that I've always said, if, like I said, every color is my favorite, but I've always had to say, if I had to pick a favorite, it's the fall. And the fall, and the reason for that is because, even in Belize or in Sedona or whatever, there's still a smell that comes into the air in October. Like, I just feel it. It's almost like wherever I'm at, there'll be a wind. Like, I know when, even though the fall equinox is now, it's sometime in October, I will always feel this certain thing that happens with the wind talking to me, like it's time now, like it's usually October. And then the leaves will blow around and it's just so beautiful. And then, I was thinking after I was meditating about this, I was like, well, what is some of the, what can I how could I, because when I'm doing homeopathy, I was having people explain, how does it feel? What is the feeling? Not, well, I have this, well, what's the feeling when you get up in the morning? Is it better? Is it worse? Is air make, all these things are a part of homeopathy, and to be able to understand the whole person as a vision of the whole, like in how I see my readings, I see sacred geometry, and I go in that way. So like, I just start to see the symbols. Anyway, so what I do love too is that after I meditate and I just, I get my cards, because I'm a card player and a prayer. I'm a player and a prayer. I don't know, that was funny. I just came up with it. Anyway, so basically, I just want to say that, we all have a word or something that we connect. And for me, of course, like I grew up in the South and in the Midwest, so I definitely had all of that, like fall energy, like pumpkin patches, and pumpkin leaves have fallen, and hayride, just all that stuff that you do in those kind of settings, that you have those that nature there to do it. And even in Sedona, they do have some foliage that happens, and like the leaves will change at a certain time, and then you go up to Flagstaff, and then they have nice leaves there. And even I know Belize, they don't change as much, but I still feel a difference. At October, just the whole earth, there's something about that equinox, okay, and the solstices and all of it, all of them. So I always believe that very powerfully. So just to know, the harvest is the word that comes to me. Harvesting, like, because I grew up, my granny, I grew up with people that gardened and did things that, required going out and doing the work, So moonshine, we harvest moonshine too. No, yeah, but like I haven't been there for a while, so it's not really my thing anymore. But yeah, definitely. Now, I just, up in the jungle, just learned how to make my own yogurt and my own wine. I'm looking to how to make some vodka soon when I get there at that point. Anyway, just saying, the harvesting, the planting, the spring equinox, it's like, let's get this stuff growing. Let's plant this new stuff to grow. And the fall is like, you know what? We grew it. We did it, man. And now it's like harvesting time. It's like, it's time to harvest what we have worked our asses off for. And to share with you, which I won't go into too deeply, because I know I'm going to get through all your signs. And again, before I get into this too, well, no, let me get into this first, because it's coming in. The harvesting reminds me of the pinnacle suit, which every time I think of this, when I was meditating about this, the fall equinox, and what needed to come through, I kept seeing this, the harvesting, and then the green man kept coming in, and then another one equivalent to the green man. Oh yeah. I drew one of the cards y'all like, this little, the high oracle, and I got this motherfucker here. Now tell me that they don't look alike. The green man and the green goddess here. Anyway, I'm going to read her to you, because I love to read her, this book here, whoever. But to remember this, so I will do it at another time, but I just want to show you guys, like, this is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, here's this guy. And if you guys are familiar with the original Waiter deck, this is kind of the original picture that he is. So what's he doing? He's just sitting there. He's waiting on his harvest to come in. He's waiting on his shit to come through. Then you get into the, here's the 7 in another deck. I like this guy too. He's doing the same shit. He's waiting. He's harvesting. And then right after this is, here he is. Now he's got to contemplate what is he's going to bottle and package. Look at the sacred geometry coming off that motherfucker, because he's got his 8 pentacles now. He's just collecting them, Well, the Fool goes through their journeys. And in this fall equinox, is that, we need to think about, and then here's the green man again, retreating. This is about harvesting and getting into, I feel like a lot of this is about that. And a lot of it is about, this is a really big time. And we've been going through this now for quite some time. Plus, we're at a new moon today, which is in, here we are in Virgo, with also the equinox in Virgo, but also Libra is like smack dab right now today. So like basically we have both energies operating, Virgo and Libra. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So we know that Virgo's an earth sign, and they're also the heart, the sixth house, the health, the healers, the harvesters, and they come together picking apples and shit, tribing out. But the point is, they also are an earth sign, but they also have Mercury that rules them. So they have that rooted energy of the earth energy of Virgo, but they're ruled by Mercury, which is the intellect. So it's kind of interesting because that's the balance that we're looking for, which comes with Libra afterwards. And they're always searching for that shit. I guess we all are, right? But I'm just saying, like, it's interesting that Virgo would come in because it's an earth sign. And then we got Libra coming right in with it. Like, basically, they're right there. So, with Libra, it's ruled, it's an air sign, which is intellectual, but it's ruled by Venus, which is an earth energy, more like a love, like nature of the earth, like this creativity, and rules Taurus and Libra. So it's like, wow, it's just interesting that we have the sun signs that are kind of opposite almost of each other. So I just wanted to put that out there. Plus we have a solar eclipse. Okay. So when I talk about this solar eclipse, this to me, it's just kind of like illuminating bullshit that needed to have its light on it in the darkness of the moon. Sometimes in the moon, we can get like the Neptune vibe, like just like we're just disillusionment, and also just like maybe sometimes overindulging in drugs. I don't know, whatever it is that you need to escape from, or just not facing truth, whatever that has to do with the moon. It's that kind of emotional, deep energy. So when we have the solar eclipse today, it's actually illuminating that energy. So that's where you'll find with the new moon, there's no moonlight, but you should see sunlight. Anyway, it's kind of, oh my God, now I got a song coming in. You guys know how I am. Okay, wait. Moonlight shadows brighten up my darkest night. Moonlight and hard handle. How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? How can you be daylight and darkness, baby, at the same time? Smokey. We got to have some Smokey on that because that was completely appropriate for this day. Daylight and darkness. Fucking Google it, man. I can't have to do everything for y'all. He's like, and hard to handle. Running with my sweet desire. You don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just what you do when you're just being you. How can you be daylight and darkness, baby, at the same time? Okay, I'll stop now. I can't help it. That's a perfect song for today. I suggest that each of you that are listening, or whenever you are listening to this at any point, when it replays, or whenever the hell heaven down the line, just try to cue that song up, because you'll get what I'm saying. He's like, some night in darkness. Smokey, man. He's a badass. Okay, so the big thing that I feel from the past of all this shit that everybody needs to wipe away. I don't give a shit who you are, unless you're planning on staying stuck with the shift going on without you and staying in, hell, I guess. Go feel free. But if you do give a shit about keeping your shit raised up in your higher consciousness, which I know that my listeners do, or anyone who is listening, the whole world I'm talking to, I said, we are the world. Let's raise it up. We are, it's time to make it, let's make it up. Let's raise it up and make a brighter day so we can keep raising up and living. All right, so I don't know. I just made that shit up. Anyway, so we got to let this shit go. Whatever it is, the drama that we have been through, it's time. If you're ready to detach from that bullshit, and you're really, really ready, and you really, really are, then all you got to do is ask your guides and angels. Remember, we got our higher souls, our consciousness, our free will. We got to raise it on up, because if we only make decisions from the neocortex, This is where we're programmed from. This is where the bullshit that we worry every day about. This is not our higher consciousness. So people, beings of light, raise it on up and make sure you're talking to your guides and angels of the light and your higher soul, calling in every day, every single day, preferably before you even hit the floor after sleep. But if it takes a minute, fine, just do it. Make sure you got a relationship with them daily. Now, once you get through with that, I also feel a lot of the collective consciousness of this coming in energy is still a lot of people stuck in this energy, either not accepting their own feminine energy, male or female. This reading is not gender specific. It can be you in your own feminine energy. It can be you that is dealing with an outside energy, which is the same thing. So if you're not, if it is you and you're manifesting it, it could be that you're manifesting it through someone in your life, like your sister, your mother, your daughter, your wife, whoever. This could be an outside projection. It could also be you learning how to draw your healthy boundaries and not letting people fuck with you. But also look inside and see where this resonates with you, because it's definitely a feminine energy that was overall very strong that I felt coming in, that people need to detach from drama of. And it might be a wife. It might be, if you're a male, could be your mom, could be anybody. It could be your sister, daughter, anyone. Just remember, it could be yourself, your own feminine energy, which I'm sure it starts there. It's always an inside job. But just look around for what that may resonate with, because you got to detach from that shit, okay? And you are going to be focusing now upon your strengths, okay? You're going to get that Artemis Apollo vibe going, okay? They're male, female, they're twins. So just think of yourself either way. Artemis is a badass. She's taking care of her land. She's out there doing her shit. And then Apollo, of course, is the same. Like, look, he's a badass too. I got pictures of both of them. But this can also mean, focusing more on your physical strength a little bit more. A lot of you might have let that go, or especially if you're working in the garden or wherever you're working, make sure you're keeping your joints juicy and keeping your posture right, okay? Because that's a huge deal on how we're going to be. Now, also, retreating into nature is a huge thing that keeps coming up. And I'm going to read this other one in a minute, but there's the green man again. Can't force it enough. This motherfucker here. He is always around, man. Look at his cool ass. In fact, I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take, I have this painting I'm doing right now. I think I'm going to dedicate it to fall and the green man. Equinox. All right. So anyway, the next thing I have to say is whether or not, and I don't know how this resonates. This came up a lot for some readings. I don't remember which signs. I try to not remember everything I do, or I would never get anything done, which I don't want to hold on to y'all's shit anyway. I'm just passing it through, man. And I'm happy to help. This is just a general reading. I want to get through this so I can get through all your signs. It's going to be really quick, but I got a couple things left to do here. I just want to say that there's something that came in besides the feminine energy that needed to happen thing that we already went over. There's going to be, this is the shit that's got to be detached from. Focusing now. And then there's something coming up for either you are going to see. I feel like the two, I got Parvati, and when I get her, it's like it's a positive change. But it feels like it could be it anyway. It could be anywhere, but it does feel earthy to me. It feels earthy. A change if you go on either a retreat or maybe you move. I don't know. Could be water, could be anything. But for any of y'all, but it does feel earthy. This reading is very earthy. Okay, so this is the positive change with the nature and the green man, and we're going to read the other one. Focusing upon your strengths, man. I really feel like you need to go into something like maybe a yoga retreat where you're actually getting to, or a hike somewhere you can actually be exercising while you're on this spiritual, maybe sanctuary for a weekend, maybe some hot springs. I don't know. Whatever resonates with you, but just something needs to happen here. Maybe a little shifty poo. And then a teacher. You are the teacher. I feel like you are a teacher. A lot of you are teachers. And the ones that are not need to have a teacher right now. There's something about teaching that needs to happen, or you need to have it happen. You need to be doing it or having it done. If that made sense. Okay, don't forget about that 7 of Cups, man. That 7 of Cups, man. We'll go into it. Maybe I'll go into it later on, or I don't think I'm going to have time today, this morning. But anyway, these guys, man, the eights and the seven of pentacles, queens. That's something to look at. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm trying to decide if I want to go through the signs because I already went through them. So I already have, it's going to be very quick. I laid them out, put them back in, did the whole 9 yards. Let's go ahead and just go through the signs. Okay, let's start with Aries. Aries, just going to go through this. This is going towards the fall equinox and how we are in the new moon with the light being illuminated by the solar eclipse, and just how we're going to move through this and start to manifest in our new way here. Let go of this bullshit. Okay, so let's Aries. How are we going to do this? Pertaining all the signs pertaining to what I just said, feeling this fall equinox energy, the new moon, the solar eclipse, the illumination of light, and how we're going to start to definitely switch this shit up. If we're holding on to old relationships, old bullshit, it's time to let it go for everyone. All right, that being said, Aries, the thing you need to focus on mostly, what I'm feeling with you guys when I was meditating, is your daily habits. What else did I have here? What was I feeling for the Aries? It's like daily habits, but also some kind of a health routine that needs to be like acclimated, and it doesn't have to be huge. Like you don't have to like buy this huge membership to a gym. It's even something that you can just do. Just you need to start doing something. I feel for the Aries, like it's going to help you a lot. You need to really focus on this for your new changes, bold changes to your habits. There's some habits that have to be boldly changed. All right, Taurus. Where are we at here? Taurus. Oh, creativity and joy. Oh, a new project or partner. So something new is coming in for the Taurus, as it looks like. Creativity, something creative, which can also be romantic and like a partner for me anyway. But there can also be maybe a new love thing coming in for y'all. Be open to things and still have your boundaries and your truth, always standing for your own truth. All right. Gemini. Oh, yes, that's right. I wrote it down. I remember now. Gemini. I remember you guys now. Oh, there's something about, it's not bad. It's just something about your home. There's something about your living situation or that's going to change unexpectedly. And it could be a parent that maybe they live out elsewhere and they have to move into another home, or you have to move, or maybe you're getting into where your kids are moving. I don't know. Maybe you're just moving. I don't know. But something feels like when I was looking into this, it feels like that there's a shift in living. I don't know if it's for you or a loved one or something, but that's what I got for you guys. So something might need to be changing in that. And let's see what we got for Cancers. What did I do for you guys? Oh, yeah, that's right. So for the Cancers, Spirit, please and thank you. That was a kind of a trippy one. It was about communication, which is hard sometimes for Cancers, full-blown Cancers anyway, because they like to hide from shit, like Pisces a little bit. But they don't, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk too much about that. I could get on a tangent forever about the water signs. But basically what I'm here to say about it is that there's something about communicating with anyone. It could be anyone, but there's something about what did I get for you guys? This was a weird one. It's almost like I feel like you guys are going to be going on a new, like literally a lot of you are going to change like dramatically, and you're going to be communicating different. Some of you might know someone who might even be leaving their body. You could be, I don't know. I could be, anyone could be, but I don't ever seem to get there. I got too much hell to raise, I guess. But so that I can raise it on up to heaven. Yeah, you got to get those roots up before you can push yourself up, right? Anyway, okay. Something about you guys changing your perspective completely. I feel like there's going to be even communication breakthroughs, like with you or someone. I don't know. That's just what's coming in. You guys take that. I can't spend too much time on this, or else I go into it a lot deeper. I'm just giving you what I got, like quickly. Okay, Leo. Let's go into Leo now. Um, what did I have for you guys? Oh God, that's right. Okay, Leos. I have to write things down so I can remember what I channeled, so I don't forget. Um, I felt a lot of finance stuff with you guys and self worth, even though you are the Leo and you're supposed to be so badass, right? I mean, I got a rising Leo. I know we're like, we definitely demand attention and things like that. But we are actually have some of the greatest hearts, some of us Leos. Now, the ones who are natural born, we all are leaders. So the ones that process that through their neocortex egos, they tend to be egotistical and very hard to be around and probably even manipulative. But if they rise it on up, I mean, they got beautiful hearts and they're just leaders and strong. So, anyway, it feels like there's something about your self worth that needs to take focus or is taking focus, and your finances. There's something that you need to put in perspective about how you spend your money, how you took care of your money, how you took care of your responsibilities, those kind of things. And if that all checks out, then who were you helping that didn't? And just check on your finances, man, and your self-worth. Put it in focus. Your skunk medicine. Get your shit together. Figure out where you're out of integrity. Get it straight. Or if somebody else is out of integrity with you, get it straight. You got to balance that shit out. All right, Leos. Now, Virgos. Oh, you guys. I feel like for the Virgos here, and of course, you got this whole thing too. You're doubly influenced on all this shit. But the Virgos, I feel like there's something you have to leave behind. And I think I even said this to the Virgos before. I feel like I've said this to the Virgos like recently, that I don't know. I have to check, but I definitely feel it now. And I know that I feel like I did it before, but I'm not sure. So let's get through this so I can read you guys the whole energy card. But Virgos, I feel like there's something that you have to leave behind, and it could be family, people that live with you. You need to get somebody out of your life and start a whole new you. Like there is something you have to let go of the old version of yourself. Like you have to. You have to almost reinvent you. You, Virgo, my Virgo babies. All right. There's something you got to let the fuck go of. You got to clean house. Clean house. That's what I feel like. You need to clean house. I know I just said that thing with the Geminis about the thing about them having to shift, but this is like, no, you need to clean house. You need to get the fuck rid of people, and you need to draw more boundaries and let go of the old you. Like you need to let go of this. You need to do something like to maybe you need a maybe you need a teacher to help you get through this bullshit. I don't know. Or you just need to go be a hermit. Either way, it's okay. You wake up with yourself. Anyway, Virgos, love you. Going on, Libra. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. uh, so for this, you know how I told you that this is a solar eclipse? Well, it illuminates things. I feel like there's going to be some illumination of some hidden truths in your life that you weren't aware of, or that you um, maybe were and didn't want to deal with it, or maybe something about hidden truths coming out and getting into your spirit self and letting go of all this shit that you guys do to yourselves. It's like I want to say, trust your intuition. Come out of the closet. I don't know what I want to say. Like something about you, Libras. There's something that you just won't trust yourselves with your own prayers and your own spirit connection. I don't know. You need to pull that together though. Anyway, hidden truths coming out. Watch for it. Scorpios. Friends is your focus right now, and like community and shit. What else did I get for you guys? I don't know. Um, I feel like it's almost like you guys are so, it's like there's so much, a lot of you have, even if you were born innate with the Scorpio energy. I got 2 Scorpio parents. I know all about that shit. And I got a lot of Scorpio friend people. But there's a lot of crazy shit. You guys are crazy in some ways. So I know you came to deal with it, but anyway, I would just definitely, I see you guys wanting to move out of that energy with yourselves and try to be out there more with friendships. Get more. I feel like a lot of you might be lonely. A lot of you Scorpions, lonely and need some more friendships. You need to be in the community more. If you're not already, then you already know that. But just this is what you can bring in and let go of like being so secluded and so like, and let yourself open and you know open up a little bit more with your boundaries still. Okay, Saggies. What do we got for you guys? Oh my gosh. Um, something, that's right. Saggies, I felt something about your careers or your job or something that might need to be shifting unexpectedly or for the good. I feel like there's going to be some good new open opportunities that come in, but there's something that you need to kind of let go of. It feels like it's holding you down. It's even holding your joy down. What did I put here? I can't even read my own damn writing. Anyway, that's what I got. Capricorns. Oh yeah, that's right. You got some traveling, I feel, for you guys. Traveling and a lot of growth and expansion and broaden your horizons. Like I feel like there's some traveling that you're gonna be doing, like gonna grow a little bit. Aquarians, releasing your old bullshit. Old, and it feels, now I'm gonna tell you what I felt for the Aquarians. The water bearers. Make a wish, baby. You the star card and shit. But making a wish isn't always the only way you can do shit, okay? That's a good aid. It's like, I don't know. It's like Robin for Batman, but he doesn't really need him, right? But the point is, what I'm trying to say is hope is good. It's a hope card. But the spiritual strength comes from your own relationship with your own higher soul, your own guides and angels of light, however you relate to your religion or spirituality, however you do it, man. But there is a higher part of you, no matter what you think or what you see or what you do. Energy can't be destroyed, it only changes forms. And I'm a medium, so I should know. Okay. Now, and I don't lie. I'm a truth bomber. I only lie to certain people of places that need to be lied to. Anyway, so let's go on. Okay, Aquarians, get your shit together. Stop. What is it you do? You got to. It's like you have old. It feels like there's old emotional baggage that you guys have a lot of, and you keep thinking that it's not from you. Like you keep thinking that it's just because you're in a relationship with somebody and it takes work to work on a relationship. No, it doesn't. It takes 2 people that aren't half circles to get together and think they're a whole circle. You have to work on your whole circle, and somebody else need to be working on theirs, or you're going to start projecting your bullshit on one another. Period. That's just the way it is. Whether you're an Aquarian or alien or whoever the fuck you are, it's the way it's going to go. So unless you're highly evolved and not in your operating from this neocortex program. Okay, I just want to make sure they were all straight because I'm going to shuffle them after this. But I'm getting ready now. Pisces, here we go. Last sign. All right, what do we got for you guys? Oh, yeah, that's right. I wrote. Oh, you guys are, your manifestation, your orientation, your focus is on partnerships. There's going to be a huge change and major shifts in the way there's going to be it's in your partnerships, and I feel like it could be any partnership, but I feel like this is more like a family or a wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, like that. But it's something close. It could be work, but I pretty much feels like it could be mostly a love relationship, mostly, unless you're really close to your family and you got shit to work out there. Well, either way, we all do. But the point is, there's going to be a major change in the way that you give and receive love from your true selves, and you're going to be working out shit instead of petty bullshit. You're going to learn how to raise it up in love. But partnerships is the theme for y'all. All right, that's what I got for you guys, man. I have to read this now because I am ready. I don't want this thing to go way too far. We're not too bad. I'm going to get through this right now. Let's get through it. What do you think? And I'll show it to you in a minute. So this is the one that reminds me of Green Man, the green woman here, or whatever. Whatever. And I will think of you whenever some girl comes walking around singing. Okay, here we go. Just stop, 'cause I'm one with the field. Look, there it is. There she is. She's one with the field. All right, here we go. This flower goddess stands transfixed by the energy of this magnificent field. So wholly impressed is she that even her dress starts to seamlessly morph into the surroundings. White Egger has come to teach her to stand quietly in the physical and spiritual worlds at the same time. Her awareness expands until every inkling of separation has vanished from her consciousness. She is the white egret and the entire force field around her. As the flowers sway in the breeze, she sees the reality is composed of waves of infinite possibilities taking form and flight from her very own thoughts. And so it is with all of us. That which we focus upon is what we immediately draw into our personal lives. What's more, our field of perception limitless. I'm sorry. What's more is our field of perception is as far-reaching as our creative power is limitless. With all of this in mind, you might ask yourself, what is it I would like to create? Yeah, that makes me want to go and make a fucking vision board right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Well, actually, I do a lot of mine now, painting my paintings and stuff. But like, I still want to do a vision board. That would be awesome. So I just pray this is helpful in any way, any message. And remember, you can be sun, moon, rising. This is all about the fall equinox. This is just happens to be where this energy is right now. And don't forget, you can rewatch these. And if you missed a lot of what I had to say to recap, just raise it on up, man. Just raise it on up, and let's just get high. Let's make our fall equinox resolution to raise it up, just raise it up. Let's get out of this quagmire as a collective, and and get ready for that nice bear hibernation that's coming with the winter solstice. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. In the meantime, until our next readings, just be higher, and choose peace as much as possible, but still have your warrior medicine and ready for battle if it has to happen. Okay, I love you all, and I will talk to you next time. Namaste.